The problem is that the transition to a programming language for a beginner can be difficult and oftentimes overwhelming. The solution I'm offering is English Plus. English as your first programming language. You already know one language. Why not use it to make the transition to a programming language a lot smoother? In this video, we will go over what English Plus is, how it can be beneficial even for experienced developers, and in the end, I'll show you what the future for English Plus looks like. When you want to become a developer, you go onto YouTube to find a tutorial, and because of all the excitement and potential, you're very motivated to go through the whole tutorial. And in the end, you have a project that is a bit difficult to understand, but at least it works. But your goal wasn't to follow a tutorial, it was to make a project of your own. And here is where the problem comes. When you attempt to make something of your own, it's guaranteed that you'll find a problem that no matter what you do, you cannot solve it. And because you're all on your own and you're just starting out, it will get really frustrating. And it's understandable if because of this frustration you give up. My goal with this video is to not let that happen. What is the solution? Go back to your code from the tutorial and above each line add a comment explaining it. In a new file, instead of using the programming language itself, you can start coding with your own explanations. What do I mean by that? Let's say we have print hello world. Above it, we add a comment, print to the console hello world. In a new file, we link it with this one by using the command provided from English Plus. And now we can start using all the comments from the file. Start typing a comment, for example, our own comment. You get auto-completion suggestion, and with tap you can accept it. Once accepted, when you hit 2 times enter, it will generate the code below it. These are simple comments, and they are not enough because for printing to the console, we will not print only hello world. We will print all kinds of other messages. We need dynamic comments. To make a dynamic comment, we have to change it to print to the console a message, and message should be in brackets to show that that is the dynamic part. And in another comment, we have to explain how the template should look like for all the other comments. In a sense, we're teaching English Plus how to use this definition. So we write print and in brackets the message. That's where it's supposed to be. So in the new file, we update the definitions and now we can start using it. With tap, it auto-completes, but it moves the cursor to the place for the argument. There you can type your custom message, and with Control Enter, then Enter again, the code gets generated. But there are even more complex situations. For example, we may want to store the user input into a variable. We have one comment for getting the user input and another comment for declaring a variable. Instead of creating another comment, we want to combine them. In the new file, you just start typing get the user input with some kind of custom prompt. Then we hit Control Enter, and instead of hitting Enter again, we type another comment, which is to declare a variable with a name user input, and for the value, we will have an underscore. This tells English Plus that we will use the result from the previous comment and take its value as an argument for the current comment. And with Control Enter, then Enter again, it generates the code for the combined comment.